That's Pearl Jam on 100.3 The X-Rocks. It is the morning after with Nick and Big J. You heard us talking about it the last couple of weeks. You've heard us giving away tickets for it the last couple of weeks as well. The Treasure Valley Tattoo Convention, first annual, is coming up this weekend at CenturyLink Arena. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday it takes over CenturyLink Arena. It's going to be an awesome, awesome 3 days. And it's time to talk about what exactly is going to happen inside of CenturyLink Arena. We have Weston here from Devotion Tattoo. Thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. Talk to us a little bit about your background. How did you get into tattooing? Why was it something you wanted to do, and how long you been at Devotion?
Start off by, I've been at Devotion 6 years now this spring. Moved up from Utah and did my research, and I figured that was the shop I wanted to be at, so luckily John gave me a chance. I've been there 6 years. Originally I got into tattooing. My grandfather served in World War II. He was a Marine, and so he had all the classic pin-ups and the heart with the mom and the daggers and stuff. So seeing that at an early age, I was quite impressionable, and you know that's what first piqued my interest. And from there, you know, kind of growing up and punk rock and bike riding and stuff like that, you see everybody with tattoos, and so it's just something that stuck with me. And eventually, I was able to get a chance and start tattooing.
Would you say you have a special area that you prefer to do, or that you're really good at?
I try to stay well-rounded. When I first started, I wanted to only focus on traditional tattoos, the tattoos that I'd seen on my grandpa. But then I realized, you know, for my own personal growth and career, that I try to stay well-rounded. I mean, there's some things I don't do, realism, stuff like that, but I try to stay well-rounded and try to enjoy doing everything.
Cool. You know, and the convention's coming up this weekend there at CenturyLink Arena. You guys play a big part in that, Devotion Tattoo does. How cool is it to see a lot of the artists here in the Treasure Valley finally get together? People that haven't been to conventions like this before rally around this one and go, you know what, this one's going to be cool, this one's going to be different. It's got to be kind of nice to get the whole community together in one place like that.
Oh, it's phenomenal. I think that's the one thing Boise's been missing. A lot of the shops are pretty tight-knit and communicate regularly. When one shop doesn't have availability, we try to send people to others. And so it is a tight-knit community, but at the same time, you know, it's like herding cats, that many people and that many, you know, trying to get everybody together. And every once in a while, we'll try to do a thing where tattoo artists can get together and even just hang out and paint and draw and stuff, but it's not always easy. So this is a great example for everybody to get together. Yeah, I mean, tattooing in Boise's phenomenal. We have quite a mix of great artists here, and Boise kind of flies under the radar. It's not necessarily a destination city like New York or LA or something like that, where people travel in to get tattooed, but we do have world-class tattooing right here in Boise. So it's a way for people that maybe not familiar with that to be able to get a taste of what the best of Boise has to offer.
And as you guys put this together, you know, it was important for you that you kind of left your own footprint and making sure that people knew that, hey, this is the first annual Treasure Valley Tattoo Convention that hasn't been done before, and you were able to enlist a lot of people that have never taken part in conventions, specifically locally here. What makes this one, I think, different than maybe some of the other conventions that people have seen in and around the Treasure Valley before?
Well, I think most importantly, this one is put on by tattooers, and so by doing that, the tattooers were kept in mind. Whereas before, they're put on by, you know, promoters, stuff like that, people that have no interest or idea in tattooing except the money side of it. Mm-hmm. You know, this one's put on for the betterment of the tattoo community in Boise. It's a way to promote the art here locally rather than come in, take money out of the economy and leave town. This one here is trying to make it a better, you know, tattoo community in Boise. So I think that's the most important thing.
You had mentioned some of the great Treasure Valley artists that are coming in and being a part of the convention this weekend, and then we got people flying in from all over the country, in some respects all over the world, right, to be a part of this thing. Give me a list of maybe some of the people that you think are really cool they're going to be to check out this weekend.
Oh man, how long you got? We have people. We have a guy flying in from Japan that will be doing the traditional Tabori style tattooing by hand. We have someone coming as far away as Russia, and then, you know, beyond that, from coast to coast. We have people from New York, L.A., every corner of the U.S. We have people coming in as far as all over the world. So you're going to get a great mix of, anything from traditional tattoos to black and gray realism. We have a lady that's flying in from New York who was featured on Spike TV. She does watercolor tattoos. So we really try to cover a broad spectrum and hit every style of tattooing rather than having it be one style that people can come and check out. I think it truly has something to offer for everybody.
Weston, I've thought this for a while, but I'd like to get an artist's perspective that tattooing has become much more mainstream, and that a lot more people are willing and interested in getting inked. Have you seen that throughout the last few years?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Our shop being so close to the college, I think we get a huge taste of that from the college students leaving home for the first time, coming in, getting something small, to tattoo clients that come in that work at the state legislator's office, doctors, lawyers. I think the mainstream accessibility of tattooing, it's more in your face now. Quick little story. I grew up in Utah, where it's a little more conservative and a little more regulated, and then moving up here, I walked into the bank here, and the teller had tattoos, and that's something I'd never seen before. And so, yeah, I think the bad stigma of tattooing is gone, more or less. It used to be, bikers, ladies of the night, if you will. And now it's everybody. I go to my son's soccer practice, and the moms there driving the minivan with 4 kids have tattoos. So, yeah, I definitely think it's become mainstream. I think it's more accessible. It's lost that dark stigma that it's had. So,
one of the cool things about the Treasure Valley Tattoo Convention is all these people in one particular spot. You have an opportunity to book some of these artists that maybe you'll never see again, which is great. I imagine that makes it for a relatively busy weekend if you are an artist and you're out there, but still an opportunity for people that maybe are checking out to still book, or maybe walk up and maybe see if somebody's available. What's that like when it comes to convention time?
Well, it's... there's 2 ways you can go about it, more or less. Then that's a question I've had a lot, is what happens at a convention? People think that it might be like an outdoor expo where you come and see the latest tattoo innovations, you see the new machines, you see the new ink, stuff like that. It's more or less, I've just been telling people, treat it like it's a giant tattoo shop. You walk in, you can walk around, check out portfolios, get tattooed. If someone's local, so I think it's an exposure for local people too, that people might not know about to see, but also, like you said, people that travel from all over the world that you might not have an opportunity to get tattooed by again without traveling. So yeah, you come in, walk around. There'll be booths set up, individual booths with each shop and artist there, and you just walk around. People have artwork for sale. People have their portfolios, and if you see something you like, you talk to the artist. You can get on the website, TreasureValleyTattooConvention.com, and pre-book with artists if there's someone you want. That way it guarantees your spot. But otherwise, yeah, just come, get a tattoo.
It's awesome. It is awesome. And that website that Weston just mentioned, TreasureValleyTattooConvention.com, is a great way to get your tickets in advance as well. I know they will be available all 3 days that you can go up there, but if you want to get weekend passes, that's a great place to go to get started. The X is going to be out there all 3 days as well. There's going to be some great awards to be handed out, some great artwork to be seen, some amazing artists in town that have never been here before, and some great local artists that have never taken part of anything like this before. So you're going to have an opportunity to see some really cool stuff this weekend, and I curse the fact that we're going to be out of Rockin' the Range when this is going on.
Yeah, because it would be the chance for you to get your first tattoo.
Yeah. Talk me through this.
I think we should get the first morning after tattoo.
I have an irrational fear of needles. I don't know why. I just do. And then I also hate pain because I'm a huge pansy. So how do you talk through clients that come in and have these ridiculous dumb fears that I have? Good luck. Yeah, it's basically
knock them out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Mr. T in the A-Team. All right. That might actually
you
work.
Wake up with a neck tattoo.
Yeah.
Take that, Corey Taylor.
I might like it. Either way, Weston, I appreciate everything that you've done, man. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic convention this weekend. Again, get your tickets, TreasureValleyTattooConvention.com, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at CenturyLink Arena. We're going to be out there all weekend as well. Hopefully you have a great weekend, man. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you. And if you don't mind, I'd add something else there
Yeah.
too. And we also strive to make it more family oriented. I know a lot of times on the weekends families have plans, so we encourage you, bring your kids. There's going to be skateboarding demos. There's going to be different competitions to enter. There's going to be coloring for the kids and stuff like that. So it truly is a family environment. So, I think it's important to cater. By being here in the Treasure Valley, we need to cater to Treasure Valley. And I know a lot of people have kids and prior obligations. So, yeah, don't hesitate to bring your kids. It's going to be a good time for everyone.
Awesome. Treasure Valley Tattoo Convention this weekend at CenturyLink Arena. Make sure you go and check it out.
Ex-workforce traffic.